let's hit the Sam Darnold story again. You know what I mean? I mean, we're still 48 hours since this all went down, and I'm just so excited for him. I'm excited about him, even though he doesn't seem to, he doesn't emote.
Does he know that he won the Super Bowl?
I know. Sure. Did you see him and Kenneth Walker in the spinning cups in Disneyland? It's like, put your hands in the air at least.
Like you don't care.
Like you don't care. Well,
it doesn't seem like they don't.
Okay.
Hopefully they went on Indiana Jones.
Mr. Darnold's wild ride. I don't know.
That's a great.
So, but I'm excited for him.
Yeah.
And the thing that I'm really excited about, at some point, we're going to see, like, what's next for Sam Darnold and who will he become? Whose career could he mirror? What path is he on? And, that'll start, as we'll end this show, as we always do the Tuesday after the Super Bowl, looking at the upcoming schedule, who's scheduled to appear in the home of the Super Bowl champion in the season after, in the season in which they defend, and who might the league put in Seattle's building to kick off the season. But once that happens, how will Sam Darnold follow this up? Because, yes, while we're basking in the glory for him in the moment, he's got more opportunities coming his way. And the question is who will he become? Because, as you know, opportunity doesn't always knock for somebody. And it does, and unfortunately, you're not unable to answer for whatever reason, due to injury, due to the rest of your roster, due to the rest of the league getting better. Aaron Rodgers, again, won that one Super Bowl for the Green Bay Packers, has not been back since.
Who would have thunk it?
Not me. Not with that team. And so I'll throw some out for you. Because you take a look at Sam Darnold's postseason, what he did when opportunity knocked. Now that it's all over, now that he played the 3 games, and he won them all, and he averaged 224 in the air, and a passer rating of a high-grade fever, or a light rock station, 102.4. KSAM, your light rock station, your yacht rock station in Seattle.
It's rock and roll in the nighttime. Wow.
102.4.
102.4.
And so the key, though, is he leads the league in giveaways with 20, and he doesn't have a single one in the 3 postseason games while throwing for 5 touchdowns. And so I'm saying, what happens next for him? Because you look at those numbers, you're thinking the future could be particularly bright for his return to the Super Bowl and things of that nature. Joe Flacco had 11 touchdowns with no interceptions in his Super Bowl season, in which he won the MVP and then put a big ass bag on Steve Bisciotti's table and said, "Fill it up. Let's pay me." He never made it back to the Super Bowl to date, and has played only, after that Super Bowl run, played only 3 postseason games the rest of his career. He played 2 for the Ravens after that, and then 1 for the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
That's it. And maybe, though, Sam Darnold will get back to the Super Bowl next year for Seattle. And potentially is his career going to be like Russell Wilson's, where he gets to the Super Bowl and he wins it, doesn't win Super Bowl MVP, gets him back the next year, wins, doesn't win. If he wins again 2 Super Bowls in a row, then the question is what's going to happen after that? Does he make another Super Bowl at all? Could his career be like Jalen Hurts's? Yeah, I'm throwing him in that mix as well, where Jalen's made 2 Super Bowls. He played great in both. He won 1. And then the next year, it reverts back to the mean of everybody kind of saying mean things about him.
Right.
Jalen Hurts showed up in his Letterman jacket, one of the greatest Letterman jacket of all time, Super Bowl MVPs. He was in the same room as Tom Brady and Steve Young and Peyton Manning and Joe Montana and Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice.
Lynn Swann.
Okay. And you're seeing that of Jalen Hurts. You're like, that's pretty cool for Jalen Hurts, man. And it's just like, oh, that's right. Jalen Hurts got criticized all year after being Super Bowl MVP. So could Sam Darnold go right back into that mix? Where it's just like, oh, well, Good run, Sam. Keep smiling. But we're going to keep on wondering if you're the guy or not. Can you do it again? An opportunity knocks for Sam Darnold if he wins another one. Is he like Eli Manning's career? We're talking about Eli right now for Hall of Fame. I think Eli Manning's a Hall of Famer. Eli Manning was in that room with everyone else on Sunday, Super Sunday, with his Super Bowl MVP Letterman's jacket. And Sam Darnold, could he win another one after having some regular season struggles, but his team just catches fire and he wins a Super Bowl? And he's got 2 now. And we're talking about Sam Darnold having multiple rings. Or could Sam just do something that's totally unexpected, which is just spark the dynasty now in Seattle and keep making Super Bowls with this defense and this offense and this coaching staff? And by the way, the Jalen Hurts of it all, just to cycle back about an analogy, he's on the Jalen Hurts offensive coordinator carousel, just like everyone else. He seems to have a different one every single year. Every single year. And he's going to have another one, too, because Clint Kubiak is going to be the new head coach in Las Vegas. Can he overcome that change and get this Seattle team on a path that is dynastic? We wonder that every single year about a Super Bowl champion. Can they do it again? Can they repeat? How good are they? Can they make it back? What is it going to look like? Which is this entire conversation that, again, may be unfair because we're asking it, or at least I am, within 48 hours less than of a Super Bowl championship being born. But can Sam Darnold win 2, 3? Can Sam Darnold now say, this is who I've always been, and I just didn't have the nurture along with the nature? I know what my human nature is, but I didn't have the right people guiding me down a path, setting me up with the proper staff, setting me up with the proper roster. I also didn't have the neck-up ability that I do have now. But I'm still the same guy here. I'm going to win 3. I'm going to win 4. Can he be that guy? Can he be the guy in Seattle and do what Russell Wilson couldn't do, which was win another? And Ross won 1 and then lost 1, and then the Legion of Boom started drifting apart. This dark side just got born with Sam Darnold and JSN, Jackson Smith-Njigba, and K9 running it, if he's still going to be there, and an offensive line and a defensive backfield that is young. They just won 1 at the outset. This is kind of like the Legion of Boom winning the year of You Mad Bro. You know what I mean? That year kind of sparked it and then went on a run. Maybe this is the beginning of something, and Sam Darnold is going to wind up being that avatar. Because Sam, boy, do his teammates love him. They love him. That's another part of this. And in advance of Ernest Jones coming on, because this guy, as you saw in Minnesota, after he beat the Green Bay Packers, they put him on his shoulders. And I love revisiting this moment because we thought this was Sam Darnold being born. And then the next 2 weeks, losses to the Lions and the Rams, and it was all over. This wound up being his last winning moment as a Minnesota Viking. But you could see his teammates loved him. And then when Sam Darnold threw 4 touchdowns against the Los Angeles Rams just up the road in week number 11, Ernest Jones, our third-hour guest, had this to say.
Sam's been balling. Like, if we want to try to define Sam by this game or what, man, Sam's had us in every game. So for him to sit there and say, oh, that's my fault. No, it's not. There was plays that defensively we could have made plays. There were opportunities where we could have got better stops. Yeah, I mean, like, it's football, man. And he's our quarterback. We got his back, and you got anything to say, quite frankly.
You know, any soundbite that ends with the 4 words, quite frankly, F you,
We need that as a drop.
But could we ever play it?
You know,
I mean, the beep, I mean, it's implied.
you know, so that says it all about Sam Darnold and how they feel about him.
That's me defending you in the YouTube comment.
And I appreciate that. Well, more Twitter comments or X comments.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah, they love my Bad Bunny take there. But that's the basis here, okay? The coach is in his second year. The quarterback in his first year. Ernest Jones is not even 2 years in, right? Nicky Manwari's only 1 year in. Witherspoon's just, 3 years in?
It's third, yeah.
I mean, Reek Willen's just a few years in. Come on now, Charles Cross just a few years in. This is real. The question is, how spectacular can it be? And Sam Darnold is going to be the guy to answer all this stuff, and I can't wait to watch what the next step's going to be, because it could go in any direction I just gave you. Any direction I just gave you. Opportunity is knocking. Could he be the next Kurt Warner as well? Right? Winning at age 28. And then maybe needing to bounce around again. Don't forget, Kurt's path to the St. Louis Rams went through Amsterdam, went through Green Bay, went through the High V, went through a ton of places. And
Northern Iowa.
And Darnold went through many places as well. Wins. Can he does he go to another spot and win again there? So many different ways to go.
All right, so I just threw up a poll. Let's do this. Who wins more Super Bowls in their career? We'll do the last two winners. Obviously, they each have one. Sam Darnold, Jalen Hurts. And we'll put the previous 2 years MVPs. Everyone talks about same draft class as well. Josh Allen,
Lamar Jackson. Look at you
Who
putting
wins
up a poll
more
question.
Super Bowls in their career?
Fantastic. And where do we put this up?
That is on Rich Eisen Show Twitter account.
Okay, at Rich Eisen.
At Rich Eisen Show.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.